Alright, we're gonna play some Romance of the Three Kingdoms 11. This is my, how do I say this? This is my second or third favorite one. But it's the only other one I can play on the computer. Alright. We're gonna get into it. Oh, look at that. It loaded full screen right away. I was having some problems with that earlier. This is a pretty cool intro video. We're gonna watch it. We are gonna watch it. I will tell you who the people are. We'll talk about it. That's Lulu. That is Ma Chao. Changfei. They had a pretty big duel, pretty epic duel. Oh, I'm all washed out. It's so bright. Oh, I lost it. I clicked off. I'm sorry. What up, Brendan? It has been a hot minute since I have streamed anything. I've not been playing World of Warcraft at all, so yeah, it has been a minute. I've not really played anything. Maybe. All right, this is a strategy game. A turn-based strategy game based on 2nd century AD China. And I am going to play with okay, so this is real history and it's real Chinese history. Like, these are the real dates, 184, 190, like all this stuff legit happened. All these guys, Dong Zhuo, he's real. Liu Bei, he's real. I have created my own kingdom, and I am going to play with those guys. I like to pick an early scenario, just because the farther you get, I don't know, like there's just, the kingdoms are too big at that point. It's hard to really establish something. Like, in this one, like, what do you do? Like, it's all blue, red, and green. So, I'm going to pick an early one. Okay, so they also have some other historical officers in the game. We'll get into it in a minute, but I'm going to just use the guys that I created. Boom. I'm going to create a new force under my boy Tao Lu, and we're going to have him start right here. So I guess there's a lot of different places that you can start, but I kind of like to start out of the way, away from all the fighting, at least at the beginning. I mean, it gets pretty hectic anyway, but if you are like up in here in like the central Chinese plain, you're like attacked the entire time. It's hard to catch your breath sometimes. It's exhilarating, but it would be a little harder for me to explain what's going on, and it's a kind of a complicated game. So I'm gonna use my created officer. I'm gonna pick this city called Yong'an. It's in the southwest. I can't pick purple. Yes, I can. Cool. I'm not going to give myself any sort of title or anything. I'm just going to kind of run with what I got. And then I want to assign all of the guys that I created to this officer. Yes, there's a force in this city, and I want them to work for him. I'm going to pick my guy, one city, let's see, so one city, 15 officers, 4,000 gold, 40,000 food, and 20,000 troops. We're going to play on advanced. I don't want their abilities to change. Faces change. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Events. General only. Let's see. All that stuff's fine. Yes, I want to choose debates and duels. And we're going to play at max res. We're going to watch this opening scene too.
It was the year 190. The Han capital of Luoyang had become a den of violence and pillaging. The turmoil did not cease following the Yellow Turban Rebellion, as conflict rose between He Jin and the 10 eunuchs. As tensions reached their peak in the imperial court, it was Dong Zhuo from the west who manipulated the emperor for his own gain. After seizing power, Dong Zhuo strengthened his influence by obtaining the services of Lu Bu, the mightiest warrior in all of China. Meanwhile, Cao Cao had fled the capital and issued an edict to various regional lords, instigating a revolt against Dong Zhuo, with Yuan Shao as its leader.
Yeah, this whole thing puts the complexity of Game of Thrones to shame.
The alliance against Dong Zhuo had been established, and Hu Lao Gate became the site of a fateful battle.
Ah, so cool. Sweet. All right. Before we begin, let me briefly explain the circumstances of our force. First of all, we do not currently have a strategist. That's a lie. I'm going to make this guy Chen Liang my strategist. We do not have a rival force in particular, and that's because he's a created general, so we don't really have anybody that doesn't like us right now. And we're not friendly with anybody. Remunerate means pay your officers with gold. You also require food for your army. Yep. These things come in every season. You'll see the seasons actually change, which is so cool. The last to remain standing is going to win. Please give us your orders. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out and we're going to take a look. So this mini map over here, this is like it's China. This is the Yangtze River here. This is, where is it? This is the Yellow River right here. And let's see, so Beijing would be like up here somewhere in the north, I think. And then Shanghai is like somewhere over here. And Hong Kong would be way down here. Then there's this is like one of the few cities that actually still remains. It's called Chengdu. Look it up. It's true. And that's actually the city that we really want to claim. So we are here, and I can just zoom around. Like I can go anywhere on the map I want to, like all the way up north here, and then click my home city and just come right to it. But you have all these different squares that you can move on. The terrain is different. It affects how your troops and people move across it. And then these little highlighted squares, you can actually build things on there. So this is a smaller city. There's not a whole lot I can really build on it, but that's fine because we're really not going to stay here that long. We're going to build this up max pretty quick. And then my goal is to go here to Jiangzhou and then to Chengdu pretty quickly, because this has got a whole lot of spaces, and I'll tell you why these are all important in a little bit. But it's pretty well defended with all these gates up north. So if somebody wants to attack me from this way, like you got to go through two gates, a stronghold, 2 more gates, and then you're in the Sichuan Plain. So that's what I like to do. Like every other iteration of this game that I've ever played, I don't know, this is just how I play it. It just makes the most sense. It's easy to defend, and really the only way in is from the east, And these guys are going to duke it out themselves over here. This guy in the blue and this guy in the red. I'll have to watch him a little bit more than the guy in the blue, and you can see over here what I'm talking about. This guy in red is probably going to try to go east and take care of all this, because historically that's what he does. And then he wars with this guy. Actually, I should bring up a map. How do I bring up the map? Ooh, map. Ah, yes. Okay, so I'm here, and I want to go west. And I want to have this little corner of the map. This guy he's just going to kind of sit there. He probably won't do anything. But there's going to be a ton of action in here. Like, I'll show you guys when it starts rolling what's happening. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's get started. And I'll just kind of explain it as we go. Okay, so to perform any actions on your city, to do anything, you just click on it. We have city commands like to develop stuff on these little open squares. Inspections is basically you want to keep the order of your city high. Like you see when on the right here, stuff will highlight. Inspections, it's going to cost gold, but it's going to raise the orders. Merchant, I can trade food for gold. So right now 1 gold is 6 food. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think it's like 1 to 9 is good or something like that. Military, if I want to train people, I drill them, get it in their thick skull, drill them. March is basically going to war. Transport, you can transport supplies. Personnel, you can search for different people. You can employ officers that are free or in other cities. Diplomacy, goodwill will help. They'll lessen people's hate for you. Alliance, I don't know. I just hardly ever form alliances. It's just not worth it to maintain it, because I mean I'm going to end up taking people over anyway, so I don't really form any alliances. Strategy, I don't really use them either. I just kind of use military might. And then, ooh, yeah, here we go. Sovereign Council, you can meet with your guys. I can actually give myself a strategist. Cool. And while we're in that, let me do this. So there we go. Okay, so real quick, my officers, how are we gonna rank them? Let's okay. They have different scores. Leadership is how well you command troops in the field. War is how well you could duel. Intelligence is like strategies and stuff on the battlefield. Politics is like building your buildings, which we'll show you in a second. And charm is, I honestly don't know what that's used for. We'll have to see. Skills, they all have their own like skill. So yeah, like Flying General ignores zone of control. Like basically it's how you move around different characters and stuff. It's something simple like Divine Cavalry. This guy, his cavalry units are just stronger when they use tactics. Stuff like that. So you kind of build your forces and your teams accordingly. And then here's just kind of a quick layout on what they're good at. So only a couple guys are good at everything. My ruler and then my #1 general. Spears, pikes, bows, cavalry, weaponry, navy. So spears are good against cavalry. Pikes are good against spears. And cavalry is good against pikes. And bows, I think it's just kind of even, because it's range. And then weaponry you'll use for like building catapults and battering rams and stuff. And navy's just like ships. Rarely, you probably won't see a whole lot of naval warfare until we get out over here, which, I mean, I probably won't even be out there for a while. Which way do I want to go? Yeah, I'll probably go west and then north and then move into the capital districts, which are the old capital, Luoyang, and the old capital, Chang'an. And like all these cities through here in central China, they're huge and you can build them up. So, I mean, I'm going to find my little nook of the world and then move on it. All right, so I'm going to build some stuff. I'm going to stop talking, just start playing. Okay, so I want to develop, first and foremost, markets and farms. The cool thing is when you develop these things, they give you more gold and more grain. A mint, they make your markets more productive. So I'm just going to pick a couple guys that have high politics scores. Who do I use for this? Oh yeah, him and his son. And I'm going to build a mint, and I'm going to put it right here. And then I'll build my markets around it. And I'm going to build my granary. Ooh, and it's going to take 40 days for them to build it. Which every turn is 10 days. So I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to build my farms around it. And then I'm going to build like barracks and stables so I can get horses and stuff. Produce spears and bows and stuff. And you actually have this AP, which is, I think it's like attack points or something. I don't remember exactly what it means, but it's like your energy. When it's red, that means you can't do anything. But I can do something. I can reward this guy. Actually, there's a lot of people I have to reward, and I will every month. It costs gold to do it. It's going to cost 100 gold. I have 3,200. But I want my guys to be at 100 all the time. Okay, and then you have this little thing over here. I don't know if you can read it. It's kind of small. But I appointed somebody my strategist. Little notes will come up here throughout the gameplay. Actually, let me do this. It's like an MMO chat window. I'm going to open that up a little bit. That way we can see it. And we are going to advance, which means we're going to move our turn forward because there's nothing else I can do. Okay, my son is saying, give me your orders. What do I want to do? I want to keep building. That's the most important thing. So we're going to build a marketplace. Ooh, hold on. We're going to build a marketplace here, and then we're going to build a farm up over here. Again, we're going to make them more productive by building the farms around the granary and the shops around the mint. Okay, and I can do one more thing. Most everything costs like 20 AP, so I want to get the order of my city up to 100. So we're going to run some inspections. So the governing stat for that is leadership. So I'm going to pick the guys with the highest leadership to do that. And my order increased by 12. And I've got 2 AP, and I can't even reward anybody, so I'm going to move my stream. I'm reading. My turn. Alright, so what are we going to do this time? So we're still building. These should probably be done at the same time. Maybe the farms will be done first before the mint and the granary, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm not going to build anything else right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the inspections to 100. And then I'm going to drill my guys. And warfare is the governing attribute for anything, not anything military, but I guess for training troops. So that's going to bring us almost to 100. I've got 20 left. Let's see. And I've got, okay, 15 officers, and I can use one more to do something. So I'm actually going to search. I'm just going to send him out, try to find something. He's not going to find anything. He may find some gold, which he did. He found me 80 gold. Yes, nice. We are going to advance our turn. Okay, so my market and my farm is done first. So I'm going to build another farm, and I'm going to build another market. Market, okay. Boom. And anytime you put your officers you have your officers doing something, they gain experience. um, which is cool. Okay, I got 18. It only costs 5 to reward people, but we definitely need to get that that going. And then I do want to just kind of give you a rundown real quick. I know I touched on it before, but I'm pretty proud of these guys. So let's go by name. All right, so this guy is just like a, let's see, he's like a civil advisor, helps on like domestic affairs. As you can see, his leadership is low, his war is low, his intelligence is pretty high, but his politics score is really high. This guy, Hanshin, he is a general, high leadership, high intelligence. He's not really like a dueling, brutish guy. He's like, I'm going to command troops on the field. And I actually got my, what do I say? I copied him from a guy in history. He's influenced by a guy named Hanshin from the beginning of the Han Dynasty. This guy actually was my brother's character, my brother Dan. I asked him for a character name and he gave me one, and I made him another civil officer. This guy, I think it was like a wrestler name, Kenru Sasaki or something like that. He's got a cool backstory. He's not Chinese, he's Japanese, and he got exiled and kicked off Japan, and he found a home with us. He's more of like a standard frontline general. This guy here, Tao Han, is my ruler's dad. He's an older guy now, but he's pretty awesome. This is she the wife? How old is she? Yes, okay. No, she's my mom in this. Tao Lu is the ruler. His scores are pretty darn good across the board, as you can see. This is my son. This is another civil officer. It's another brutish type warrior. This is my #1 general. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. He's just the guy I liked and I've got these guys created on 3 other versions of this game. This is the son, Jiandu is the son of Jian Chao, who is my #1 civil officer. Chan Liang, he's also another guy from history. So this is based on the Romance of the Three Kingdoms is based on the fall of the Han Dynasty, right? But the Han Dynasty started in like 400 AD or BC, 300 BC. And Han Xin and Chan Liang, they were 2 advisors to the first emperor. And I don't know, I like their names, so I took them. And I basically recreated them in my kingdom. And then this guy is just kind of an old veteran warrior that's been around forever. Okay. Okay, I can end my turn. Okay. So our mint is done and our granary is done. I like to set things to where it's like a pattern where things are done all at the same time. I don't know, it's just the way I do it. Sometimes like you can't help it when you have a whole lot of different cities and like things are just kind of going all over the place. Stuff just happens. The good thing though, oh, pardon me, old man yawning. You can delegate command of your cities to like the computer. So like, let's just say in 10 years when I've got, like half the map and like all this stuff in here is all protected by my like border cities, I'll just let the computer play everything that's protected, and then I'll just kind of govern these, and then I'll just move slowly across the map. And before I actually end the game, I'll show you guys like a campaign where I've actually got like the whole map kind of conquered. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, all right, let's build some more. Enough of me talking. Market. Put the market by the markets. Put the farms by the farms. And we're gonna drill, get that will, like, so basically willpower for your troops when they're on the field is like their energy level, and you use energy to do different skills, which you'll see in a little bit. Like you can charge an enemy unit, you can like swipe with a certain unit type. So spears have like a charge and a pushback. They all have like these different specialties, which is pretty cool because it kind of like it kind of helps with when you're on the field. Like you can rake people and bring them to you and then charge them into your other units. It's so cool the way you can like synergize your skills together. We'll see some of that for sure. All right, I only have one energy. All right, advance to the next. All right. Okay, so let's see. My order is at 100. My willpower is at 100. I don't really want to send anybody to search right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reward all my officers because I want to get them to 100 loyalty. I don't want them going anywhere. I mean, I handcrafted them, you know? I've got 19 energy. I can't really do any major skill, and I've just rewarded everybody. Okay, so now I have all my markets built, and I have all my farms built, and I've got these 4 open spots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some other things. We are going to build a barracks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got plenty of guys to do this. All right, so I can really do 3 at a time. So how do I want to split this up? That'll work. We're gonna have them build our barracks, and we're also gonna build a smith so that they can produce my armaments. And then I'm also gonna have them. Should I do a stable here? Okay, so it's gonna come down to a couple things. You know what? I will do a stable. I don't know that I do though. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do a workshop. Okay, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. So I can build battering rams and stuff here, and at some point this city, like for now this city's just going to be kind of defensive, right? I'm probably going to build like an embankment here so that nobody can get through, or maybe I'll do it over here somewhere, right? But at some point I'm going to launch a campaign from this city, and I want to be able to break these doors down on this city, because eventually, like, it's free right now, nobody has it, but at some point somebody will have it, and I just want to ram the door down, and on these cities too. So that's just the quickest way to do it. And I can, even if it works out where I don't want to do that, I can always destroy the building and start a new one. It's not like it's the end of the world. And then I'm also, in this last open spot, I'm going to build, what is it called? I am going to build a shipyard, because right here is kind of like a, it's not a city because you can't build anything in it, but you can put troops and stuff on there. And this is all water here. So at some point I may have to launch a river campaign, and the shipyard will let me build the bigger boats, the bigger, stronger boats. So then I'll just sail down here, and it's like, you know, I could take a battering ram this way and a big old boat this way, take this city, take that one. So, and there's going to be naval warfare at some point. So I might as well start getting that stuff built now. And I'm actually going to save this. So as you can see, I've played quite a bit. Yeah, look at these. Oh, that was when did I play that last? 7/13/2019. Goodness gracious. All right, so I'm just gonna save over this game. I had started the game a couple weeks ago. Just remembering how to play, starting over again. Bazinga. All right, we're gonna advance a turn. What will be my next move? All right, we are going to build this shipyard. It's going to take 30 days. So I'm getting to where the guys that aren't really good at building stuff are there. But you know what? They're good enough that it's only going to take me 30 days to build it. So we're just going to build it. Because I won't need them for a little while. Because they've got this guy at this city. He's got 1 officer and he's got 6,000 troops. I mean, I've already got 20,000 troops here. So like the city is already mine. So 6,000 there and 4,000 there. Like I'll take these over pretty quickly. You know, like honestly, if I were just not talking, this would already be built up. But I am talking. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I am actually going to take over this city. Military march. And I'm going to bring... because they get experience for hitting the battlefield. So I'm just going to bring them. I'm going to bring 2000 and... ooh, hold on. And I'll tell you why I'm picking 2005 in a minute. Okay, so I'm bringing these guys. They're just going to be basic sword-wielding guys. I don't really need anything from them. I'm not bringing any gold because I don't need it. And I'm bringing enough food just to get me there. Let's see, it'll take... I mean, I don't know. It's definitely not going to take 100 days to get there. So that's fine. Let's see, how long does it say? Yep, so we want to occupy. So that's 1 turn, 2, 3. Yeah, it'll only take 3 turns. So basically, yeah, we get a decent little look at the troops on here. Look at them. Ah! I like to orient my camera north-south. I don't know, it's just how all the other... so all the other romance games are north-south like this. I don't know, it just makes it simple. I know where everything is. At this point, we're going to advance. Now, the cool thing, when you have troops in the field and they're just going to take like an unoccupied city, if you right-click, you can auto-unit action and they'll move them. A lot of times, like when I take this city, I'm going to move my guys out here. It's going to take them probably 3 or 4 months to get out here, and I'll just auto move them. So the computer's just going to move them to where they need to go. So, yep. So he's going to do that. We're building everything here. I can't do anything because all my guys are spoken for. You can't reward anybody else. Okay, so I literally can't do anything. So I'm going to advance my turn. The season just changed. That's what that was. So I think this is... okay, so this is summer? And as you can see here, like, this stuff is telling me, like, what's happening. So the barracks were built, the smith is built, and the workshop is built. And this will take... so it's 606 out of 800 HP on this. Next month, that'll be done. And I'm going to take this city here. Yep, Wujian captured. So next turn, I'm just going to summon my guys that I brought here back to the main city. The reason I picked this is because when you control it, it's going to gain gold and it's going to gain food. I'm reasonably certain. So this city is unoccupied. This city is unoccupied. Like all these cities are unoccupied. So I'm reasonably certain that nobody's going to attack me here. So I'm just going to leave it be. And every, I don't know, 6-8 months, I'll check to see. And then I'll just transport gold and supplies back. Because honestly, these types of cities for me, they are totally meaningless. They just sit there to give me gold. I don't really do anything with them. So, how do I get them back? I am going to personnel summon. Can I? Oh, no, I can't. I cannot summon them yet. How much gold do I have? 2,200. we're not going to do that just yet. Yeah, we still got to reward some guys. Okay. I really don't want to do anything yet, but we're gonna do it anyway. Nope, we're not, because there's a guy, and I'll show you this in a second. But let's see. I'm gonna outfit. What do I want? So I already have 2,000 spears. I'm gonna do crossbows, and the reason it says 560 because each city has its like thing that it's special for. I guess this city in this game is special with arrows or crossbows. So we are gonna build some. So they're gonna cost 140 gold less, and I'm gonna go from 2,000 to 7,000. And we're just gonna advance our turn. For some reason it seems choppy. Don't know why. Alright, I think what I want to do now is summon. Okay, so I'm going to summon those 3 guys from Wujian back. It's going to take it 1 month to do that, so they'll be back next month. And we're going to build pikes and spears next. But see, I can only, since I only have 1 smith, I can only build 1 set of utilities. But, or armaments, I can, well, I can't outfit anything else. Oh, because I don't have horses. Okay. That's fine. I don't have cavalry. That's fine. I'm going to recruit some more soldiers, though. Okay, so this guy, he's got a talent of fame. When he recruits more. And we're going to inspect the city because anytime you draft people, people get mad. Right? And now what we're going to do is we're going to search. So he's saying, listen, you're not going to be able to find anybody, but I'll probably find gold with at least 2 of these guys. Okay, she found me 66. He didn't find me anything. Come on, 2 out of 3. Nope. 1 out of 3. Okay. Well, I found 66 gold and I spent some energy. No big deal. Man, why is that all choppy? Alright, so what's next? We're going to pikes, and we're going to recruit 1 more time. Now we don't really have enough gold to do anything else. We're going to drill, and I think that's all we can do. Alright, so we are going to get our willpower all the way up, and our inspections all the way up. We're going to go attack. I think next month. We're going to spend some energy, try to recoup some gold. 67 gold, nice. Cool. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to save. First war. I'm actually going to restart the game real quick. First war. Ooh, no. Battle. Because it is acting strange. I don't like that. We are going to restart it real quick. I don't know what that was all about, but I didn't like it. Interesting. There we go. Boom. Game's gonna drop for a second. There we go. Skip the intro. We're gonna load our game. All right. That's still a little choppy. Strange. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, so we're gonna go to war. I am. Oh, you know I do on horses. It's fine. We're gonna take our 2,000 horses. So this is how far it can. My guys can move on one turn, all the green stuff, but I'm just gonna say, hey, you want me to attack this city? Yes, I do. So his orders are gonna be to go attack that city. And we're gonna pick, let's see, bows. See, divine fire, divine bows. Yeah, we definitely want those guys to go. Okay. And give them enough food, 200 days, it'll be fine. They'll be down there in like 3 turns, and I should take the city pretty quickly. And you'll notice the cavalry is going to move a lot faster. And we're going to bring, let's see. Oh, I should have brought him in my cavalry unit. Okay, that's all right. That's fine. So, spears. I'm just going to bring... Let me do this. Okay. Boom and boom. A warrior and a strategist. Okay. So, and we'll do spears. It's fine. Again, we don't really need this city. It's just going to be our way to get us going. And that should be fine. Pikes, they're good enough. 5,000. Yep. And as you can see, this city has already gained me 300 gold. And I'm going to search because I want more gold. Again, he's telling me it's not going to work, but we're going to pick somebody. And he found me 80 gold that time. Nice. And I like to save a lot when I'm out on the field, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move the... Oh, you can't see that. Okay. Because my ugly face is... I'm gonna... Basically, I can see the whole battlefield right now. So I'm gonna advance. This guy, he's only got 1 officer here, so, I mean... Ooh, and the music changed. So we're gonna auto-action our units. They're gonna automatically move. Obviously, we've got elite cavalry. They'll be there pretty quick. I can still see this city. I don't really need to do anything in there right now, so I'm just going to search until all my energy is spent. Because I do want that gold. Okay, 58. 70. Okay, so I earned almost 300 gold that time. Alright. Save. Ooh, look, he did bring people. Okay, so he has archers on the field, which is fine. We're actually going to change his orders. We're going to attack him. With some tactics. We are going to, and this will show me what this does. So, if I do onslaught, it's going to push us both back 1. Okay? If I do breach, I come out on the other side of him. So, and I'll tell you what I think I want to do with that. And then charge pushes both of us back 2 squares. But what I think I want to do is breach. So, I'm going to breach his unit, and then I'm going to push him this way towards my guys. See, I just went right through him. And, I mean, I lost some troops, and so did he. But you know what? Oh, come on. I'm just going to keep them moving. there's a pretty good chance he's going to move this way or that way and then rain fire arrows down on me. I'm not 100% certain, but we'll see. And I like to rotate who's going out and doing these things. Oh, why didn't you find me anything? Can't even find any gold. We're gonna save. Called it. Yep, fire arrows. It's alright. And I'm just gonna give him some orders. Instead of attacking the city right now, I'm just gonna have him wipe this guy out. But as we get close in every turn, I'll be able to use tactics on them. And I'm going to move him around, and I'm going to push him away from his city walls. Actually... let's see. I'm going to duel him. I'm going to try. Duel. I want to use... yeah. I'm going to use my best warrior. We'll see what happens. He might do it, he might not. He's going to say no. Oh well. It's alright. We're going to go up here on the map where you can't see. I'm literally just searching. Right? Ooh! I failed to find a good officer, but I did manage to find the Way of Peace. I wonder what that is. I think it's a book. Let's take a look. Taolu. Officers. Taolu. Items. Way of Peace. Okay. Makes all guile effects available for use. Okay, so guile is something that you can use in a debate. Which sometimes when you're going to recruit an officer, if he's like a warrior, he'll be like, let's duel. If he's like a strategist or an advisor, he'll be like, well, let's debate. Or if you want to form an alliance with somebody, they'll be like, alright, well, I will, but you gotta debate my guy. Alright, well, he's being a butt and he's shooting fire arrows down on my ruler. Ooh, that's not good. I may have to retreat. Sorry. That's alright. He'll be dead. I say you, he did. Again, it's a lot of this game becomes like repetitive and routine, which is why not a lot of people like it, but whatever, I love it. Oh, new season. Autumn. Alright, so watch. We are going to tactics rake. So this is going to move him back. And ooh, I can't do tactics because I'm in the forest. So we'll move him out, and we're gonna incinerate him, burn him with arrows. And I wonder. Cool. Cool. We are going to attack the wall. We're going to have him wait, and I'll tell you why. Because if I attack with what's called surround, whatever unit I surround with is who gets counterattacked. So I'm not going to attack with this unit, although I will. You'll see. But I'll probably attack with this unit. We'll surround the gate, we'll attack it, and only his unit will take damage, not the other ones. That way I'll preserve the 687 troops I have. Which is why I should have built more horses, or bred more horses. Alright, we're gonna save. Ooh, he came out to attack again. What an idiot. That was a dumb move. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set their gate on fire. So now the gate's on fire, and we'll move this guy in, and we are going to surround this wall. And I took the city. Boom. Nice. Ooh, okay. So I guess he had somebody there. Who is this? Huang Quan? Yeah, he's in the mid-70s for a lot. He's actually not too bad. And it gives a little bit of history. So he was an officer who served the Shu and Wei Kingdom. So it's Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Shu was a kingdom. Actually, they formed their kingdom in the west, where, like, the little cub southwest corner, that's where I like to form mine. They ended up eventually losing, but I won't lose. And then Wei was the dominant one that conquered like all the central China plains. He served under Liu Bei, and then he had a naval whatever. You know what? Read it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Okay, I'm gonna try to employ him. He's not gonna come work for me. I doubt he will. Nope, he's going to decline, and the other guy is not going to, so I'm going to make them both my prisoner. I'll have a chance to re-recruit them later. And let's just do this here. See, look at that. My gold already got up to 4,500. Nice. So I'm gonna search again with my team here. Nothing. That's all right though. And then I've got my city here. Okay, I'll let it go like probably to the beginning of the year, and then I'll come get all the stuff that's here. But for now, we are going to save over Liu Bei. We're gonna advance our turn. I'm going to move all these guys into this city. So now it's literally just rinse and repeat. Now I've got to build this city up. I've got to build everything around here. And then, see, he's got 4,000 troops here, but he's got quite a bit built up. So what I need to do is I need to build up pretty quickly here. I don't have a whole lot of gold, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to transport. Who am I going to have to do this? Who do I want to leave here, I guess is the better question. I think I'm going to leave Fame. Okay. I'm going to leave these guys. Tao Han, Xian Chao, and Hei Chen. I'm going to leave those three here. Yeah, I'm going to leave them here. So I'm going to take Wenruo, Fei Tzu, Jiandu, and I'll summon my mom. I'm just going to take everything. We'll end up rebuilding the city in a little bit, but again, we don't really need it. Like, if somebody were to come and attack it, like, it wouldn't hurt my feelings, honestly. Troops, that's going to be fine. We're going to bring... actually, we're going to bring... How do I do this? 4496. I'm gonna. Oh, 4460. I'm gonna leave 500 gold here, and I'm going to leave 10,000 rings. So 2, 8, 4, 5, 9. Again, I don't really need much out of this city, so we're just gonna kind of let it build up for me. I'll build some things. I'll get some troops. Basically, what'll end up happening eventually is I'll be able to send.
在下领命。
See, and he's a little horse and buggy. So, 2,000, like all those armaments, all that gold, all that grain fits in one horse buggy. Ridiculous. So eventually I'll end up picking up officers, like I'll end up getting all this guy's officers, which is not a whole lot. I don't know why. Usually because I'm starting pretty early in the series, so he hasn't had a chance to recruit a lot of guys. That's fine. I'll have a chance to recruit all the guys that should drop in this area. So a lot of guys will come of age, they'll hang out in the city and stuff like that. So I'll have a chance to get all these guys. In a few years, I'll have more officers than I know what to do with. I'll spread them between 1, 2, 3, 4 cities, and we'll be cooking pretty good. Actually, I'm going to summon my mama. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to leave these guys here, and all we're going to do is, as we gain gold, we're going to just deck this place out. It's going to have a whole lot of spears, whole lot of pikes, bows, horses. It's going to be stacked to the gills. That way, whenever it's time to attack this way, it'll be good. Or what I'll do is I'll stack it to the gills, and then I'll transport all those armaments here to the front line and then move. That's another thing, like later on when you end up having like half the map is like taken up, you just set all these cities to transport everything, and they'll just move armaments forward, and it'll be great. Young man. Let's see. Nope, don't need anything there. Oh, I did. I didn't need to. I do need to do some inspections, so I'll do that here. And I'm actually going to save it for now. And then what I'll do is I'm going to load up an old game just so I can even see how I did. Which one did I start on there? Wow. I just started down south with that guy there. Okay. Yep. Huh. Ooh, look at that. It's a Great Wall of China. How cool is that? Ah, that's so cool. So yeah, as you can see, oh, M doesn't bring up map, that's smellable Warcraft ways. So I basically have everything. Oh, this was such a fun game. Yeah, look at those cities. Fully engulfed. So nice. And I guess, like, I've got 1 or 2 more attacks. Ooh, what is that? What is that? It's a juggernaut. Okay. It blows fire. Anyway. I'll get there eventually. Maybe not in this particular one, but I will get there. Anyway, my goal was to play for about an hour. It is an hour. I'm going to drop stream. I will play again on this. Thank you, Brendan, for joining, and anybody else who decided you wanted to watch. Peace.